Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wildcard round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Eagles going up against the Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jameis now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. From the gun, Winston. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And able to break one tackle, but then quick. Brought down.
Okay, we got more. Let's go, fellas. We got more down. Let's go.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now it's the Central Florida native, Chris Johnson. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground. Who began his career as a Buck. This is LeGarrette Blount. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 3rd down, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Again, here's Blunt. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A first down throw for Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Room to run past midfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Michael Thomas, 50 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing is Wentz. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Johnson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Now this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed. Well, a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. may try and run for this. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here is the punter, Jones, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Winston with a give to Martin. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Winston now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. Here's Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw, Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Winston. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. First down, a run with Smallwood. And his first carry, he loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now blown. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now Wentz on third down. Steps away to his left. A dump off to Sproles. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The offense lining up 1st and 10. And the play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They give to Martin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, it's Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Throwing. Winston. Complete. He finds Brate. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Brate.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, Winston. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Ready. Go away. Hey. 550.
Back to the ground, Martin. There goes Martin, first down and more. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin from 17 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Now Folk for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
10 yards still left on second down. They go to Johnson again, and he is knocked down from the side. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Wentz now to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Jameis now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jackson. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Second down, Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll make it third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go now. Easy.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He'll run it here with Blunt. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Wins to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Ayers in there to get him for a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So here now, big spot for the kicker. It's Caleb Sturgis. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Former Florida Gator Sturgis gets it to go, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now they run with Sims. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
1st down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. Blue lady.
Here's Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now Sims. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. He's back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick